Hello everybody, it's the Game Champ, and today I just wanted to do a more relaxed kind of video where I showcase one of my most recent city builds. I will be going over how I did all my highways, and I will show you the traffic and everything, so you can kind of like grab ideas from this and build your own city. So actually, like traffic in the city has been going so smooth, I literally cannot believe it. And I think I know the exact way of how to solve a lot of issues in your cities. So as you can see, I do have a few mods installed. I will leave a link to all of the mods that I have down in the description. I highly recommend them. I'm not going to go too far into them right now because I'm probably going to do a video about like all the mods that I have and what they do. So yeah, you can stay tuned for that. And yeah, so let's get right into it. So as you can see, I think this map is the Sandy Beach map. I I bloody love it because of all of these nice little beaches that you get, and there's so much you can do in this map. It's so much fun to build in. Also, if you can see, I'm running the latest update with all the DLC. You can see all the canals and everything they added and how I use them. It's just a little. I was just playing around with them in this little district here. I just think it looks so beautiful. So yeah, canals, I really love them. All right, so I'll start off with the roads because I really think they are a beautiful little setup. If you can see up here, I'm running traffic president just to help out with everything a little bit smoother. This roundabout here is from an asset that I downloaded. I'll show you that. And these over here are actually an asset that I made myself. So yeah, let's pop up the traffic overlay so you can see a bit better. So as you can see, right off the bat, there is barely any red roads apart from some of these roundabouts, and that is not because there is any like traffic building up. That's just because these roads literally cannot handle any more traffic. But with traffic president, you can switch the speed and everything of these roundabouts, and that will actually like solve it. So even though these roads are red, if I just start playing, you can see that the traffic flow is actually really smooth. So the way I've done this is if we just hide this overlay again, oop, there we go. So my kind of like little secret behind roads is stop building your cities super compact. You can see that this looks really dense, but it's actually not. Most of it is low density. And if you have the 25 tiles unlocked, you can see that you have so much space to work with. And I see this in so many cities of other people as well. You have so much damn space to work with. And even on this map, where there's a lot of water, you just have so much space. Stop using high density residential everywhere. Just keep stuff low res. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, just keep stuff low density because it will just solve your traffic issues so much. Like you can see, this district here is high density, and it's basically all high density in here. If I click on the district, I can see the amount of people that live in here. 15,000 people, almost 15.5k people. But if I look, for example, here on Maple Heights, you can see it's a pretty big district. It's almost three times almost the size. If I click on here, see it only has 25,000 people. So it almost has like let's say four out of five the amount of people as Fawn District, but the size of it is just so much bigger. So traffic will be a lot more dispersed, and I just think it makes things run so much smoother. And you can see all these roundabouts, they don't really have a lot of people on them. There is so much ways for the people to access the highway. So the people from Maple Heights, they can go onto the highway from over here and they can disperse, or they can go onto this main road over here, or they can, they have trains available to them, they have buses, they have metros. Use all of that stuff. It's given to you, so use it. So my main highway is, of course, this highway going out of the city here, going into the city, following through the city, and going out of the city again over there. and then it has a other highway going out of the city on the north side. So as you can see, I have the high. Jesus Christ, my English is so bad right now, but it's really early in the morning, so excuse me for that. So if you can see my main highway going over here, and then I have highways basically sprouting off the main highway. So you can see this really, really clearly over this and this main big intersection. You have a highway going left for this little bridge square, and you have a highway going to the right, which basically adds intersections for the entire beach and everything that is more into the land. So you have connections, as you can see over here, into this kind of like residential district and this offices district. And so basically everything is splitting off and then taking the shortest route. So people from the left can just go in like this, or they can continue on this highway and go in anywhere they want. There is just so many places where people can go off the highway and onto the highway. I think, why is there something on fire here? Oh, it's that building over there. So yeah, that's just one really quick tip. Keep stuff keep stuff low density as much as you can, unless your entire map is filled up with houses and industry and commercial. I just recommend just staying with low density because it solves so many issues. I've seen so many people where it's like their highways are completely filled up, and then they zoom in and it's like, yeah, there's so many people here, and then you can see their city basically being completely high density, and I think that's maybe a little mistake. Just stop putting everything into high density, please. And if you look, for example, if the argument for you choosing high density is that you will have like bigger buildings and everything will look cooler from the shores and the skylines will be better, just look at this. Like I still have high high density on the sides, and I still have like skyscrapers and everything in between here. But if you look more like for example over here, this is the perfect example over here. You can see high buildings and stuff in the center, but then if you look beyond them, it's low density, and this really solves a lot of traffic issues. Also, ooh, why is everybody complaining here? Not enough goods to sell. Right. That's another tip for your commercial areas and your industrial areas. Make sure you have enough of these cargo train terminals. What they basically do is they take away traffic from your roads, and you can have, for example, traffic come in from here really central inside of the town, and then it will just kind of disperse and split up to wherever it has to go. So yeah, that's just basically how I manage my traffic as efficiently as possible. If you have the DLC, I believe it's the After Dark DLC. You can also have this tourism policy. So I like to have this like air. Oh Jesus Christ, this airplane's so loud. So this kind of like this airfield has this tourism to it, and you see that like you can really boost your tourism with just like a small district like this. Just to have, I don't know, if you like tourism, then I guess like just build it around public transport, because tourism and public transport go hand in hand. You have your railroad connections bringing tourism in. You have airports that can bring tourism in. So if you have those things unlocked, then just build a little tourism district, add some of these special buildings in there, and then you can have, a little district based on tourism, which is nice. Just make sure you keep your tourism away from your residential, because residential will complain about it, and it generates quite a bit of noise. If I open my noise map here, you can see like it's basically completely red over here. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really know. I didn't really come up with a script for this video because I just thought like maybe you can sit down, relax, and just show you the city that I've built. I think it's working brilliantly, except for this issue with goods not arriving there, and I really have no idea why. And this could possibly be an issue. So with traffic president, you can switch traffic lights, which is the best invention ever. Traffic lights fuck up your city so bad. So yeah, take this advice, remove as many traffic lights as you can because they just suck. Suck. There we go. So yeah, public transport, I guess, is one of the topics I should talk about in this city. What I've done with my public transport, I've basically taken the concept of roads and applied it to my public transport, and that's what you should do. So you have your small little roads that are inside of your districts, like basically the core of your city. Those should be bus lines, and then those bus lines would travel to between districts. So that would be your metro lines. And then that will be brought to your train stations. So you basically have this hierarchy of buses, metro, train. And I also have this here in my city. If I open this tab, you can see all the roads. So inside of these cities, if I can just grab something that is not, oh, nope, that's not going to work. What about if I just open this tab? There we go, that's better. So you can see right inside of my districts, I have pretty much not boats, buses going all around the smaller districts. And then these buses, they usually all come together around metro stations. And then these metro stations, for example, this one, it connects the train station, it connects Robin Hills, Maple Heights, and Pine Square. So these three districts are linked with a metro station, and then from the metro station, they can go into the train stations over here, and then the train stations will basically bring them all around town. So yeah. Also, a reason for why I might have not enough goods to sell is because I'm actually not producing any goods in the city. So if you look at my zoning, I do not have any more industrial areas. This is to have all of my citizens as highly educated as possible, so they make the least amount of trash. They don't require as much services. So educating your people, one, can be a really good thing, but two, if you have over education, you basically cannot make any industry. So pretty much what I'll have to do is create some sort of slums. Now every good city requires slums, basically an area which is a little bit further away from your other part of the city, which does not have access to any type of education, and basically works in the industry zones. So that's something I will have to do and set up for this city. But yeah, that was basically just a little showcase of my city and basically how everybody is like complaining about I've got traffic issues. I'm gonna quit this city, I think, because I know all my roads are filling up. No, no, don't. Just solve your issues. Just take a piece of land where you have a high residential area and just convert it into low density. And I don't know. Just I cannot stress enough. Like low density, in my opinion, is still a really valid option. Don't instantly switch over to high density. I used to be like that. My first few cities don't have any low density at all, and they basically work like shit because all of the roads are just so full. So yeah, that's basically just a little showcase of this city, and a few tips that I apply to my cities. So I hope you enjoyed this little showcase, and if you did, please drop a like and hit that subscribe button. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.